We have to go to the root. We have to go to the cause. Dealing with the condition itself is not enough.
Dear Mr. Massa, I'm just trying to mind my own business. What's the matter? It's just another day, another black king captured. I'm about to lose my brain, stuck inside this ghetto rapture. I got a lot of smoke. If you want it, you can have it. They want a hat trick, but this is black girl magic. Ain't talking about the kind that'll make you disappear, but I'm talking about the power of the melanin within. Ain't looking for trouble, but I'ma say this one time. I put 2 dukes up if you try to touch mine. We still want justice for Samir and Trayvon. You say you don't see color, but racism ain't blind. They targeting little kids whose skin look just like mine. So I'm paranoid, it's a war zone outside. And I'm a black queen, so if you ask me to step out of my car, you gon' have to snatch me. Cause I ain't going no damn well. Had to spend my whole life living unfair. Ancestors got my back and they right here. You can never understand, it's a nightmare. Living in my black shoes by the black rules. You can keep your handshake, I don't dap coons. The white man that go nuts if he cash you. But you all on his side like a damn fool. Make it make sense.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
We are exploited. We are downtrodden.
Make it make
We are
sense.
denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Amadeus.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Amadeus.
oppression and exploitation
Queen.
away from us or aside from us is come together
Queen.
against the common enemy. Who taught you to hate the texture of your
Amadeus.
hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin?
Amadeus.
Parents, pay attention to the books, the school system, even to your little children. Lies mixed with wisdom. His skin too bright, so he was blind to the prison. My skin just right, so I collide with division. You trying to pray to God, but we tired of religion. No savior saving, we got to save our savings. We used to pay miss, how we gon' make the slave rich? But who's to blame, and tell me why you complaining? We need a team effort just to rule the nation. Like a bad relationship, missing communication. We missing moderation. They're trying to get a poison to my population. No reparations. I'm getting tired of Satan.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
I'm getting tired of waiting.
We are downtrodden.
Queen.
We are denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Amadeus.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Amadeus.
oppression and exploitation.
Queen.
Touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen. Why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther, shed blood like Kunsa. You ain't helping my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I want all the smoke like hookah. Talking reparations. America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now. See a bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all in Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy. I just sit back and laugh while these haters get madder. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threat.
This is the sound of
It's a cut on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threat. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece, this time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' meet. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen, why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans, and I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen, why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X to my jeans and I got...
This is the sound of famous fun.
All right, everyone. Hello. Thanks for tuning back in to the Queen QueenAShakur TV show. I'm your host, Queen QueenAShakur, and this is your daily vitamins. Okay, so as you're coming in, please feel free to go ahead and like and share this video. Please like and share. Y'all know how they do the Queen. Okay, and if you have not been receiving those notifications, please make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. You all know how they do. It's nothing I can do about it. All right. And if you don't like what the Queen is cooking, you already know what to do too. Exit stage to your left. Don't let the doorknob hit you. And that's the virtual doorknob. All right. And so everyone else, please follow me on Instagram at Dr._Shakur, TikTok at Dr. Shakur, and Twitter at DGoddess27. All right. G from the land, Pearly, Pennywise, Aboriginal Woman, Claudette, Rafaela is in the house. That crazy bitch Aries said commentary number bar none. Only the Queen. Thank you, beloved. All right. Said only the Queen and her nefarious loyal royals. You already know. Thank you for that. Number one commentary. All right. G from the land said Nancy drew that shite. Okay. Aboriginal Woman in the house. Juju, Hundia, Silent D. All right. Shout out to my moderators putting in work. We got DJ Big Six, All Hell Nah, Timber Dan, Chrissy One Love, Nessie X, Serena. Okay. Rashid is in the house. Claudette. All right, Marie said, greetings, Queen. Shannon needs to have several seats before you get to the store. I know that's right. Okay, Cherokee descended Dale. All right, Lynn is here. That crazy bitch Aaron said, no room for wayward wigs here in the kingdom. Not wayward wigs. Nasha is in the house. Okay, so let's get into it. We the people. All right, Queen Amoni, Huey, Deronda, Edward, Desmond. All right, let's get into it. Troy, I see you, Kajima. All right, shout out to all of my loyal royals. Aeon's in the house. Okay, December said channel surfing. All right, beloved. All right, so shout out to everyone chatting, everyone tuned into the Queen. Let's get into it. Okay, get those likes up. Please like and share. I see Aboriginal Woman, Lewis Kendrick in the house. Troy Parker is here. All right. Terry Hartfield. Dervis is in the house. All right, Dervis. Okay, so let's get into it because it's all nefarious, and I just want you all to pay attention. First of all, let's talk about Kanye. Why did the reporter or photographer come up to him asking about his wife, Bianca, and if she, has freedom of choice or if she's being controlled? And Kanye went off. But before we talk about that, maybe this is why she asked the question. And by she, I mean the reporter. Because here's what they reported recently. Now, it appears that they're thinking some control issues are going on. I mean, even if they are, and Bianca's not complaining, I don't know why they're so concerned. But this is what they first said. Kanye West has banned Bianca Censori from social media for her own protection. But friends fear it's part of his creepy plan to further isolate her, as they claim he has convinced her to remain a mystery. Well, Kanye doesn't want everybody all up in their business. Maybe he thinks that's why he and Kim had so many issues. I'm just saying. I don't know for a fact, but that's what it could be. Now, so he's banned her from social media, and the friends are upset. Now, despite the architectural designer's loved ones even staging an intervention concerning her relationship with the rapper and his controlling ways, her husband appears to have changed her attitude towards social media. How do they know she didn't change her own mind? They said Bianca has always had social media and she was active on it until she married Kanye. This is what supposedly an insider said. It said he doesn't want her to have it because he thinks that it will hurt her if she had to read the nasty things that people say. Now, he convinced her that since she's a star now, she has to remain a mystery. And it's creepy to those who know her and who know how it feels, who know her as it feels like another form of control. However, friends have taken issue with the fact the rapper, who goes by the name Ye, is posting racy images of his wife on his own Instagram account, despite allegedly claiming she needs protection. So the insider added that he's pushing her nakedness all over his own account so that he can control her narrative. It's disturbing. And by shutting her off from the world, he's causing her to become more and more isolated. Okay, how do they know? Maybe he just doesn't want her hanging around them because maybe they're messing all up in their business. Please pay attention. Now, friends are said to be stunned to see the usually assertive designer going along with Kanye's demands, as the source stressed. They say this strong Bianca that was not going to deal with his shite anymore has seemingly vanished once again. Maybe the money's talking. Maybe Bianca is doing what he wants her to do because of all the money he has. Did anyone ever think of that? I'm sorry. Does anyone think that's crazy, or does it make sense? Because it makes sense to me. Terry Hartfield said Bianca's a grown woman and comes from a prominent family, I hear. Okay. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Kojima says they push black women nakedness in the industry all the time. Now one Karen gets shown and they're crying, LOL. Very good point, beloved. Okay, please pay attention. All right, All Hell No said one thing about Kanye, he loves him some 2% milk baddies. Kojima said facts, queen, money talks, BS walks. Exactly. Now, if I were married to a billionaire who said to me, queen, you need to stay off social media, I'm going to say, how soon? Should I stop now or should I wait a few days? I mean, I want to let everybody know that I'm out of here. So should I call the royals now and tell them, or just vanish? Okay, should I give them an explanation or just stop going live? What do you want me to do? Y'all need to sit down somewhere, okay? But let me continue. And so then they say she's wearing what he wants, going where he wants, and doing what he wants because she really has no other choice. Oh, she has a choice, okay? She's not Cassie, all right? She has a choice. Now, she went from being his designer to his wife, but which is unfortunately not a paid position. She's trapped. She's trapped. Not a paid position. I'm sorry. If your husband has all of this money and you were formerly his designer and he was paying you to do that, now he doesn't want you to be his designer, just wants you to do what he asks you to do. What's the problem? These friends are nosy. Let me tell you all something about friends like this. Sometimes you need to rid yourself of them. They're the ones that'll make you lose it all. Pay attention. They're the ones that will make you lose it all. Now, if you have a friend sitting there telling you, girl, you mean to tell me just because your husband's a billionaire, he's rich, he thinks you're supposed to sit around the house and wait for him to tell you what to do? Just because he has all that money in the bank, he doesn't want you to go to work anymore? He wants you to just stop hanging out and going to the clubs every night or every weekend? Girl, you shouldn't listen to him. Yeah, don't listen to them, okay? Because first of all, they likely don't even have a man. And then second, if they do, I'm sure he's not rich. Please pay attention, all right? Yes, Rex said sounds like they're jealous. Absolutely, okay? All right, Lewis said real talk. Exactly. And listen, here's the thing. Just if you want your relationships to go smooth, even if you don't have a rich man, and there are certain things your man asks you to do, well, just maybe you should do it. Maybe you should at least compromise, entertain the thought or the idea. For example, even if your man works a regular 9 to 5, but he treats you nice and you love him and he loves you, and he says, hey, listen, I really don't want you going out with your friends every weekend and coming home drunk. That's not a good look. You know how Jonathan Majors asked that girl, Grace Jabari, I told her she should be a Michelle Obama or Coretta Scott King. She wanted him to be, or he wanted her to be supportive of his career and not to be going out getting drunk and coming home and acting a fool. Remember how he asked her that? Well, even if your man asks you that and he isn't a Jonathan Majors, he isn't rich, he isn't a Kanye, maybe you should do it. I mean, if you want a healthy, happy relationship, and again, I say, if this is a man who loves you and treats you nice and you're happy with him, maybe that's something you could consider or at least entertain instead of saying, you don't tell me what to do. I don't like no man telling me what to do. You don't. Do you like having a man? That's what you should be asking yourself. Please pay attention. Reggie said the nerve of Jonathan to ask that of a Karen. I know, right? See where it got him. Sad story. Okay. Terry Hartfield said, I'm going to do almost whatever that billionaire says and carry myself upright. Not upright, Terry. I'm through. Okay, Timber Dan said, preach and teach, Queen. Thank you. All right, please, honey. All I'm saying is, if my man asks me to do something, as nice as he is to me, as much as I love him, yeah, I'm going to do it. Please pay attention. Now, within reason, of course. Now, with that all being said, they said she's trapped in a relationship with somebody who cares about her. Oh, yeah, that sounds crazy. Now, back in October, it was revealed that the Grammy-winning rapper had instructed his wife to never speak and issued her a set of rules to live by, including specific foods that she can eat and what she can wear. Where are they getting all this from? Now, how do they know is what I'm asking. Insiders claimed, see, I always get real suspicious when people are telling story or they're giving information about someone and they say, oh, it's a blind item. Oh, a source told me. Oh, insiders say, well, a pal said, who are these phantom people? They could just be making this all up and just saying whatever and then acting as though someone else said it when in fact it could be coming straight from the source that's giving you the information. Please pay attention. They say insiders claim the designer has no mind of her own anymore and instead simply obeys the controversial rapper because he has convinced her they have royal status. What's wrong with that? Doesn't Kanye have royal status? Didn't he hail from kings and queens? Aren't we all from the wealth of Africa where they had empires? What about Timbuktu? See, they don't want Kanye owning who he is. I just want you all to pay attention. Why are they concerned? Even if all of this is true, why are they concerned? Why is it their business? And here's the bigger question. Did they say the same thing when Kanye was being controlled by the Kardashians, i.e. Kim? What about that nefarious trainer he had who threatened him, and we all saw the text because I showed them to you, who said that if Kanye didn't do what he wanted and didn't talk nice and sit down and act like he had sense, basically, I'm paraphrasing, but he basically said that he'll have him drugged up and put back in a psycho ward. Isn't that what he said? And you'll never see your kids again. Isn't that what he said? So they didn't have a problem with that. I didn't hear anyone complaining. I didn't hear TMZ reporting on it and saying something in Kanye's favor. They reported on it all right, but they didn't act like it was a problem. But now, so they think this is a problem, which, by the way, is something that many men in marriages do. They don't want their wives doing all sorts of things, hanging out all sorts of night, hanging out with people that are no good for them and all of that. So anyway, let me continue because these people are a hot mess. They say Kanye has a set of rules for Bianca, which includes her never speaking in all of this and telling her what sorts of foods to eat. Even though Kanye doesn't work out, what does that have to do with anything? They're just all up in their business. Now, the more I hear and listen to what they're saying, well, Kanye's point is being proven. Bianca and Kanye secretly wed in December of 2022, just 1 month after he finalized his divorce with Kim Kardashian. Now, the designer, the daughter of a notorious Australian gangster, grew up in an upper-class neighborhood in Melbourne and attended the prestigious Carey Baptist Grammar School. So her father's a gangster. Please pay attention. Do they really think the daughter of a gangster would be being abused and mistreated by Kanye? Well, I doubt it, but let me continue. One of her former classmates previously described her as a social butterfly who was friends with everyone before finding fame. The couple, who were first pictured together in January, have continuously exhibited some bizarre outfits since going public, with Bianca frequently spotted wearing nude tights and flesh-flashing tops. Earlier this month, he shared a series of revealing snaps of his wife on Instagram. But they don't have a problem with Kim Kardashian walking around with her and North looking like they're modeling for Balenciaga and that black stuff that they had on that was all nefarious. Yeah, okay. I find it all very interesting. Now, he first posted a trio of pictures of Bianca to his 18.4 million Instagram followers, showing her dressed in a black string bikini top and a thong. Kim's worn the worst, has she not? The rapper declared there will be no pants this year, alongside one image of her in a string thong and fur bralettes. while another showing her spilling out of a barely their top. And it said, drop something. Now, Kanye also raised eyebrows as he had previously criticized his ex Kim for being over-sexualized while promoting her Skims brand, and once also claimed the wet look thigh muggler dress that she wore to the 2019 Met Gala was too sexy. Well, that's because Kim has kids. Kim has children, girls that are looking up to her. And of course, no man wants their daughters dressing that way. So maybe that's why he said something about Kim. I mean, let's make it all make sense. Now, those close to Bianca were given hope that she might start fighting back against his demands at the end of 2023 after she reportedly grew tired of being treated like his silent mutes. Where are they getting all this from? Oh, that's right, from an inside source whom they won't name. Please pay attention. Following her solo trip to Australia, she is said to have threatened that he would lose her if the behavior continued. She was also reported to have laid a smackdown on her husband over his unhinged and offensive outburst. Now, insiders revealed she told him that his recent behavior was unacceptable and that he needs to apologize because he was putting them in danger and setting a horrible example for his children when he said something anti-Semitic. Now, Bianca is really sick of his attention seeking, and she knows that this is not who he truly is. He was slammed for anti-Semitic lyrics in his new track called Vultures, which he performed at Club Blue Dubai in Dubai alongside rappers Ty Dolla $ign and Lil Durk late last year. In front of a large crowd, Kanye rapped, "How am I anti-Semitic? I just effed a Jewish bitch," a reference to the anti-Semitic scandal last year, which saw him booted from his lucrative partnerships with Adidas and Balenciaga. Kanye has a documented history. Okay, why do they keep bringing all this up? He has a documented history of anti-Semitism, and last year lost out on a number of partnerships. Okay, we already know that. But see how they always have to throw that back in. I just want you all to pay attention. At the end of the day, maybe they should just mind their own business, is all I'm saying. Mind the business that pays them. Okay, that's all I'm saying. But hold on. But let's hear what Kanye did. Let's hear what he said when this TMZ photographer ran up asking him questions that were none of their business. Because in true Kanye fashion, he went all off. Okay? Let's get into it. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Now, I'm not going to show the video, but I will play the audio.
Well, if Bianca has her free will, some people are saying you're controlling her.
I don't get stuck on. Don't come asking me your dumbass shit. I'm a person, bro. Hey, stop. No, I mean, you can record. Don't come ask me that dumbass shit. I'm a person. You got kids?
No.
Exactly. So what do you do? Who do you work for? What do you feel like it's okay? I'm a human being. All of this TMZ, this 30 miles on, y'all set celebrities up. All this bullshit. I don't give a fuck what y'all got to do or what y'all gonna do, what y'all got to say. Don't come at me with that shit, ask me that. You can walk up on me like that? What you think, because you a white woman, you can walk up on me like that and ask me some dumbass shit like that? Asking me are my wife, talking about you should get free will? Are you crazy? You ain't saying this America. Do you got free will or you work for the devil? Do you got free will? You working for TMZ company? I'm a legend. You understand that? I'm here to support Charlie Wilson. You come ask me some dumbass shit about my wife. That's my wife.
Let's come on in.
You understand? You wasn't asking shit when I couldn't see my kids? When I couldn't, do you have questions? Do you have questions when I wasn't able to see my kids? And that I only get visitation and don't have rights to where they go to school? You got questions for that, or are you part of the system? You understand what I'm saying?
You need to go.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I just need my phone.
You understand what I'm saying?
Where's the phone? I hear you.
What do you hear? What do you hear about that? Is that your job to go up to every celebrity, ask them some dumbass shit about their wife?
Honey, I'm going to take you inside. So let's go.
No, tell me. Was it wrong for you to ask me about my wife some dumbass disrespectful shit like that? Was that wrong or right?
I'm sorry, honey. I just need my phone.
No, answer the question. I'm supposed to answer your questions? Answer my question. I got your phone now. They gonna arrest me for taking your phone? Arrest me for taking your phone now.
I don't.
You answer the question. You asked me, can my wife have free will? Was that a dumbass, disrespectful question to come ask a grown-ass superhero?
Y'all heard what he said? Kanye said, was that a dumb question to come ask a grown-ass superhero? Oh, nefarious. T. Randall said, YouTube really be playing with me. I don't get my notifications and I'm unsubscribed. I tell y'all how they do, beloved. Nothing I can do. That's why I tell y'all every day, please double check to make sure you're unsubscribed. Because YouTube does that and they'll lie and say they don't. Who else can do it? Who else can unsubscribe you besides them? And if you're not doing it, guess who is? Okay, Kanye went in, all right? And then he took her phone. You know why he took her phone? Because that would force her to have to stand there and listen. And he was trying to get his point across. Okay? I guess he told her, please pay attention. Run up asking him all those questions. And he had a very good point when he said, did you all run up and ask questions when I couldn't see my kids and couldn't even know what school they were going to? No, they didn't. I see that's the problem. That's the problem. Now they want to sit here and paint narratives, okay, and act as though he's got this lady under control and she's only allowed to do what he says and like he's her handler or something. But they didn't say that when that was happening to him via way of Kim Kardashian and that nefarious trainer. All right? They didn't say anything. Kojima says, YouTube always playing games. You got to check daily, even when you turn notifications on all. Exactly, beloved. Yes, I'm sorry for the inconvenience, people. That's what YouTube does. That's what they do. All right, but so let me continue. Because that's all nefarious. Now, let's talk about Shannon Sharpe. Shannon needs to sit down somewhere because Shannon Sharpe did not compare Taylor Swift to Michael Jackson. Okay, he must have lost it. Before I talk about that, however, let's talk about this. First and foremost. Let's talk about this first and foremost. Let's talk about Taylor Swift's boyfriend is Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce plays for the Kansas City Chiefs, who won, by the way, yesterday. Unfortunately, I was cheering for the Baltimore Ravens, but I digress. So with that all being said, Travis Kelce used to date this beautiful black woman, Kayla Nicole. Now, let's talk about it because there was an article about her that I just happened upon yesterday. Hold on. Let me put her picture up on the screen for those of you who aren't familiar. This is who he was dating before he started dating Taylor Swift, who to me looks like a cheap knockoff version of Nicole Kidman. That's just my opinion. But here's what they say. Travis Kelce's ex-girlfriend, Kayla Nicole, explains why she turned her DMs off on social media after the Chiefs star started dating Taylor Swift. And here's what they say. So she explained why she turned her DMs off on social media during an appearance on the Behind the Likes podcast. Nicole had been unnecessarily dragged into countless headlines and became the topic of multiple online discussions after Kelce began dating Taylor Swift. She said, I turned off my comments recently. She said after being asked how she deals with the criticism, she just turned off those comments. She said, you can't DM me anymore because people just talk crazy and I've had enough. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. It's a new year. And to be honest, it's the same me. So in order for me to be a new me, I need to do some things new. Because she says Taylor's people were in the comments just bothering her and harassing her and all of that. So that starts with just protecting my peace. And you're not just going to talk to me any kind of way. You're not saying anything else to me. You can talk to the black hole. Comments off. That's what she said. Now, the model dated the four-time All-Pro tight end on and off from 2017 to 2022. She says, I posted this the other day. All of this stuff that y'all say to me on the internet, you would never say to my face. I promise you that. I'm a super kind person, but do not ever play with me for real. That's what she told Taylor's people, who clearly are harassing and talking slick. Okay, when it comes to the internet, I just learned that in the long run, it's a waste of my energy. During the podcast appearance, she also spoke about her decision to post a candid open letter on Instagram addressing the backlash. She said, I was at a crossroads where I felt like unseen and unheard, and I felt like everyone was kind of talking for me in one way or another. I sat in the middle of this, or I was put in the middle of this, this social media-ish show, okay, of a situation, and it was like I wanted to address things directly. But I knew that if I didn't do it my way, on my terms, in my own time, that it was going to be spun into something else. I'm so happy with what I did. I remember at a point where I couldn't sleep at night. I was so emotional. It was a buildup. I needed to say something because at the end of the day, I was keeping the peace for everybody else. But what about the peace within me? I think I handled it in the most appropriate way that I could. I got my point across, and I feel like people that needed to hear that message heard it, and I stand on it. All right, they better leave this young lady alone. And then here's what some person said. They said, oh, she brought it on herself. Not many knew who she was, even while dating Travis, but her jealousy and mean girl vibe came out after Travis started dating Taylor. And then somebody said, nobody is talking about her except her. Somebody said Nicole should take singing lessons and make Grammy albums to show Travis what he's missing. These people are so low down, and I want you to pay attention because they'll sit there and say all of this BS and then act like she has no reason for coming out and saying anything and addressing it. These are the kinds of things they were saying in her DMs, talking about they didn't know who she was until she started dating Travis. Even when she was dating Travis, they knew who she was. They knew who she was, okay? I want y'all to pay attention. They knew exactly who she was, and they didn't like it because she's my skin tone. Please pay attention. Okay, so now they want to harass her, even though she's not with this man and isn't thinking about him. But anyway, let me continue. Because his new girl, Taylor Swift, well, Shannon Sharpe had the audacity, dare I say, to compare her to Michael Jackson. Please, let's get into it.
Now, tell me the NFL player. Okay, no, the NFL. Tell me the other person that's going to do that.
Wait, how many?
$331 million in value.
Hold on. Let me think. Who else could move the needle like that? Wait, give me a minute. I'm thinking that. Let me think of somebody else could move the needle. I got
no
it.
one.
Beyonce. If, hypothetically speaking, if she went with Jay-Z and not Travis Kelce, let's say, Beyonce.
She can not like this. Not like this. These eyes, Ocho. These 8 to 15-year-old eyeballs. Ocho,
the same. That same feeling.
Ocho,
yes.
I love Beyonce. Beyonce ain't moving the needle like this chick, Ocho. No.
What? You
tripping, Ocho. This girl,
ask the chat.
She's the closest thing to moving the needle like Michael Jackson that we've seen. This is it.
Whoa. Whoa. Reel it back in a little bit, baby. Beyonce moves the needle just like Taylor, if not more.
No, she doesn't.
Ask the chat, please.
Ask the chat,
please.
We put it to the chat.
So do a poll. Do a poll. Because Beyonce has those same set of eyes, young, old, middle age, and old, including the eye. But I'm just saying,
not like Taylor.
Hypothetically
not like
speaking, Taylor. Beyonce would move the needle the same
not
way
like
Taylor doing. It would be Beyonce being.
Just when I start to think that Shannon has some sense, then he goes and says something asinine like this. How do you compare Taylor Swift to Michael Jackson? You don't. That's what you don't do. And then he said she can move the needle more so than Beyonce. Have you lost your mind? Clearly he has. But you see, this is absolutely why Shannon didn't catch this when Cat Williams was on his show. This is why Shannon didn't even pick up on this when Cat was on his show. Please pay attention.
Cat is professional. I'm going to show you exactly why cat is covering his face. Here we go.
What I'm saying is, like...
Right there. Did y'all see Shannon Sharpe? How he laughed and how he looked when he laughed? One more time.
What I'm saying is, like...
Cat couldn't help it. It came out of Shannon that time. It came out. I'm sorry. I couldn't miss that part.
Shannon, oh Shannon, oh Shannon, please sit down somewhere. Okay? And somebody said he didn't notice this either.
The genius of Cat Williams is up by the time you realize he's also talking about you, Shannon. It's too late.
I didn't want to get with a white woman because I was scared she might have me running down the street like Jonathan Majors.
Come on, Cat.
Not because I didn't like white women. I think white women are as great as any other women. But I'm not going to act like I'm not scared of them. I have a reason to be scared. You could be Kang the Conqueror, and they could take your rabbit ass down in 2 weekends. Well, they went around the world for 2 years straight telling any women that would listen that this was a good-looking Negro. Mm-hmm. Since when? When did y'all start liking a big nose? And when did y'all like a little head and a big jaw? When? Since when? That look like my daddy. When you start liking my daddy? You like black people's features like that? If this ugly nigga is good looking.
That's 3 fingers down. Is he pointing to Shannon right there?
Then all niggas is good looking. Anytime you see them telling you something you can't believe, just understand it's a play. Get out of here. Get out of here, ugly boy.
For the record, Jonathan Majors was not ugly. He was just poor. And even with a more refined nose tip, I still think he's very handsome. I don't like the charges, but I think he's handsome still.
Woo! I'm sorry, Shannon. Say what now? Pretty Wing said Cat's a genius. Let me tell you something. When we were watching that interview, my boyfriend said right then and there, he said he's describing Shannon Sharpe. He said he just described Shannon. Shannon, please sit down somewhere because now we all know you're not that observant. You're not that observant. Make it all make sense. But I digress. Okay, I'm not falling for that BS about she's the next best thing to Michael Jackson when it comes to moving the needle. Beyonce can't compare. Where was Kanye when we needed him? You all remember Kanye West is the one who made Taylor Swift famous. Y'all don't remember that? Nobody knew who Taylor Swift was until that day on the awards when at the Grammys when Kanye got up there and said, hold on, I'm going to let you finish. But Beyonce deserves album of the year. And he wasn't lying. That's when everybody started to know who Taylor Swift was. I never heard of Taylor Swift before that moment. I promise you. I mean, of course, people who don't look like us knew who she was. But as far as people who look like me, we didn't know who in the hell Taylor Swift was until Kanye said that. All right? It's a fact. Y'all know it's true. Y'all know it's true. Queen Sam said, yes, Queen. I remember that. Okay. Reggie said he saw it. All right. This is all nefarious. That Crazy Beach Air said, moving the needle might arse. Okay. All right. RG Titan said, show didn't. That's what I'm telling you. Okay. Raphael said, Ye was a legend. Exactly. All right. Alice said, Shannon's preference. Yes, we know how Shannon likes him. Okay. We know how he likes him. He needs to sit down somewhere, though. So all I'm saying. That's what he needs to do. Now, beloveds, let's talk about Benzino. Because Benzino said, oh, wait a minute, Marshall Mathers, a.k.a. Eminem, if you think you're going to come out here and diss me and I'm not going to retaliate and come back with my own fly song, you can sit down somewhere. And so that's what he did. Benzino has his own rap song. Please pay attention. The Benzino diss. Now, I'm not going to play it because I don't want any issues with copyright, but you can find it on his Instagram page. And here's what they say. Benzino responds to Eminem on diss track called Vulturous. Now, goes on to say, Benzino didn't waste any time throwing shots back at Eminem, okay? After, hold on, these nefarious pop-ups. After being dissed, the 58-year-old rapper released his own diss track. The former Source owner took Jay-Z's Where I'm From and turned it into something fiery on Sunday evening on January the 28th. Candy Ace Eminem, he says, Biatch Ace Feminine, mad he lack melanin, all volumes up again. These are the lyrics. All shite, here we go. Benzino versus Jim Crow. Not Benzino versus Jim Crow. So please pay attention. Now a custody when I see one. No, a custody when I see one. How many times you overdose? You punk playing my funeral? Please, you shoot who? Square ain't even go circle the block for proof. And the truth, my daughter had a life that I never had. I'm probably more Boston George than America's dad. But I provided food, clothes, gifts, kept you excited. Now you let the industry really lynch us, keep us divided. Say what now? So anyway, that's what Benzino had to say. That's what he had to say. Y'all need to stop going in on Benzino. Y'all need to sit down. Wavy though said Benzino can get an SSI check now. LOL. RG Titan said that's a trash dick track. Come on, Benzino. Raphael said teenage senior citizen. Y'all are low down. Hold on. Teenage senior citizens, OMG. Hey, he tried. He tried, guys. Why are y'all going in on him? Now listen. Let's talk about that time when Eminem even dissed Michael Jackson. Do you guys remember that? Do you guys remember when Eminem even dissed Michael Jackson, but Michael Jackson did a boss move on him? Let's talk about it. Here's what Michael had to say.
I've never met Mr. Eminem, and to have him, I've always admired him, and to have him do something like that was pretty painful as an artist to another artist. And it's sad because, well, I think what Stevie Wonder said is true. And I just don't want to say too much more than that. But he should be ashamed of himself, what he's doing. Stevie said he's bull. Is what he said.
Stevie did, and
he used the word.
He is bull.
I've never met.
Y'all heard that? Now, oh, and by the way, let me read my fair use, honey, because y'all know how YouTube be tripping. But hold on, we're going to get into what Eminem did. We're going to get into it. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright status that might otherwise be infringing. Okay, so here's what Michael was talking about when he said that M should be ashamed of himself. And this is why I'm just saying, how is he supposed to be number one in something that our culture created? Then you had the nerve to disrespect Michael. Please sit down somewhere, Eminem. All right? Please sit down somewhere.
Eminem roasted Michael Jackson so hard and what he said was crazy. Eminem's music video Just Lost It parodied Michael when he was dealing with legal troubles in 2004. In the video, Eminem dresses up like Michael and loses his nose on the dance floor, but Michael was upset by that and didn't appreciate Eminem making fun of him. In the past, Eminem said he was a fan of Michael, so why would he make fun of him? Eminem said it wasn't intentional for him to be mean to Michael, but what Eminem said about Michael next was crazy. He said he was just happy Michael heard of him and watched the video. Eminem said personal attacks he did on Michael weren't planned, and he wasn't trying to judge Michael. He insisted it was all meant to be an innocent joke, but Michael got back at Eminem in the craziest way possible. His company Sony ATV bought the publishing company Famous Music for $370 million. This meant Michael owned the entire music catalog, including Just Lose It. Michael could do whatever he wanted with the song and delete it from the world, but in the end, Michael never did anything because owning it was enough.
Y'all heard that? Y'all heard that, right? Michael pulled a boss move. Oh, you want to talk slick? You want to make jokes? Michael went and bought his masters, $370 million. Okay, now sit down somewhere. Yes, a drop in the bucket, absolutely. Who got the last laugh? See, that's how you do that. You don't go back and forth with people. You make boss moves. Please pay attention. All right, so now let's talk about Big Frida's cousin, Cardell. Let's get into it. If you all don't know who Big Frida is, okay, verdict reached in Cardell Hayes' trial. Hayes' previous conviction was overturned because of a non-unanimous jury. So there was a second trial, and here's what they say happened. A New Orleans jury reached a verdict in Cardell Hayes' for the 2016 murder of Saint Star Will Smith. The verdict is not guilty on count 1 for attempted manslaughter. The jury agreed for count 2, manslaughter with a firearm, that Hayes is guilty as charged. Hayes has already spent 5 years behind bars, but could spend up to 40 years for his guilty manslaughter charge. Now, a judge will reveal how many years that he will serve when he's sentenced on March the 27th. Hayes' family and friends left criminal court on Friday distraught, including his cousin, New Orleans bounce artist Big Frida. Right after the verdict for manslaughter for the death of Will Smith in the Cardell Hayes trial, this is what Big Frida had to say. Please pay attention. I'm going to share my screen. Reggie said, you already know, okay? That is what Big Frida is known for saying. All right, let me pull this up. Likes up, everyone. Please like and share. Thank you in advance. Here we go.
Y'all want the truth? Y'all know the system corrupted. From the DA to the judges to their attorneys, they're the ones who killed him. They're self-defense. Self-defense. My cousin fought for his life. Any man in that position would have did the same thing. It's not right, and they know they're not right. They corrupted. New Orleans is corrupted altogether. And Frida said that.
Well, I'll tell you this much. I don't know the whole story, but I will say this. New Orleans does have, in my opinion, one of the most corrupt police departments ever in the United States. That's just my opinion. I could tell you some stories. In fact, I have told you some. Okay? But here's the news report, and here's what they're saying.
Convicted of killing former Saint Star Will Smith in a road rage incident. Now, it was a tense 5 days in the courtroom. The jury delivering a verdict in just 5 hours. Our Mallory Smith has the details.
It was a packed-tight courtroom with dozens waiting for the jury to hand down the verdict in the retrial against Cardell Hayes. After nearly 5 hours of deliberation, a New Orleans jury found Hayes guilty of manslaughter with a firearm and not guilty of attempted manslaughter.
Were you surprised that a guilty verdict came back for one count and not the other?
Being honest, yeah.
I will say it's especially heartbreaking in this case, having gotten to know Cardell Hayes, having gotten to know him as a father, to know his family, to see the community that he has that supports him. It's heartbreaking to see him taken away from his family and his community.
Family and friends of Hayes started sobbing as they watched Hayes get handcuffed and taken away.
He did self-defense. Self-defense. My cousin fought for his life. Any man in that position would have did the same thing. It's not right, and they know they're not right. They corrupted. New Orleans is corrupted altogether.
Hayes was previously found guilty of killing Will Smith and injuring his wife back in 2016. But after the U.S. Supreme Court ruled non-unanimous verdicts unconstitutional, his conviction was thrown out. Just before deliberation, firearms enhancements were added to the manslaughter and attempted manslaughter charge, which could lengthen his sentence.
We believe that we made the best decisions that we could for him, and we're confident that at the end of the day, he will receive justice.
The defense says they plan to appeal.
We believe the correct verdict would have been a not guilty on both counts. We intend to file an appeal, and we'll be continuing to fight for Cardell in this case.
That was our Mallory Smith reporting. We reached out to the district attorney, Jason Williams, for comment and have yet to hear back. Hayes will be sentenced on March 27th.
Sounds nefarious to me. It all sounds like they're railroading him. That's what it sounds like just from listening to that, because pay attention. They said they added the gun enhancements. They added the gun enhancements. They didn't have that last time, but they added that at the last minute. What are you doing that for? Because they want to make sure that they get him for something. And also, it's important to note that anytime a jury deliberates for a short period of time, it's always bad news for the defendant. It's always bad news for the defendant. Please pay attention. They deliberated for only 5 hours. Yeah, that's never a good sign. Reggie said, I smell a railroad. I do too. Leecher said exactly. Okay, this is all so crazy. With that all being said, that's the news for now, beloveds. I hope you all enjoyed the live. Please like and share. Okay, please like and share, and please double check and make sure you're still subscribed. You know how it all goes down on ScrewTube, honey, out here in these ScrewTube streets. Please pay attention. With that all being said, I love you all to life. Don't forget to tune in the morning on the main channel for your morning wake-up call. And if you missed the members-only broadcast on the spiritual channel, please go watch it. It was awesome. We all had a good time, I'm sure. All right. With that all being said, make sure you go check it out if you're a member. Also, for the members who have the self-elevated and higher frequency memberships, please remember that if I don't have your email, you need to send it to me at morethanmeetsthethirdeye@gmail.com, because I need to send you your new ebooks. The new ebooks are finished. I've already sent them out. If you didn't get yours and you have one of those memberships, make sure that you send me your email so I can send it to you, because I have some new members, and some of the new members, I don't have your emails. Also, with that all being said, there will be trivia this Friday for the members on the spiritual channel. Now things have changed. The trivia is going to be an added perk for the members. Okay? Not going to have trivia for everybody and giving away books and all that. It's going to be specifically for the members on the spiritual channel. If I do decide to have memberships on this channel or the main channel, then we'll do the same thing on there. Now, until further notice. Okay, so with that all been said, I love you all to life. Each one teach one. That's how we grow and thrive. Do something productive, constructive, but never destructive. And always remember, beloveds, to keep the Most High first in your lives. Peace.
Nobody knows why liars lie. Winners are not allowed to allow losers to rewrite history. It's God's side and the other side. Country bumpkin, black dude that can't talk good. Okay, bitch, and look like Mr. Potato Head. I didn't want to be a movie star. No, you couldn't be a movie star. Ricky Smiley can't act. Cause Ricky Smiley can't act. Why is he in a dress again? He didn't be wanting to Barbie. And you gotta tell him no. Said ain't got no special, you remember? Eve ain't got no special, you remember? Ricky ain't got no special, you remember? Sir, I have 12 comedy specials. P. Diddy or whoever you is. TVJ, 20 of them. I won't stop burning you down until there ain't nothing left. Rubble on top of rubble, and I'll still be bombing. Look like a wall, Richard. Look like a wall.